ebusia for my son so ababio na me badia na wo say latest sports stories aba so dia na maba na ye rape ya na tena ye monko higher all sports GHL YouTube nyakopon adom ye wonkwam. And of course you know that this is your usual back to back latest sports updates. Ya na tena ye monko na interviews ni niema be pray across of course Barcelona enya a win against Olympiacos next the El Clasico ye ba be kan some Champions League Arsenal. What's a performance ye be di hunkomo behind the scenes interviews ni ade na de stories no also Man City won be bia wom na we breaking bia mpesa me de ehase e de ma we sanse what follow me stories are me ya nan saying if I then run and rechi me catch out say minimum say after La Liga ene UEFA EJ Barcelona ene biare game on bebo Miami jitu mu wie minimum say nka bibia to atwa until players no started some year protest and me catch us asasam na sound so sorry gidi Emma my last video kra me church mu de ekoye nyina wa won hwe last video no go and watch it match show eniema na ekoso Madrid for atamade na they call the Spanish football court in some bebre. Well, before the breaking no crab ba na Madrid asan so aka che konka ka for ne say Emma mu host Barca wo ho Madrid for no mani abre yenka bi nhemu pressure call La Liga for no so Barcelona for the on their parts they no so the Madrid for beka bia mo bi emfi omo eyo na ekọ ball nti obi anim say sa ye ho na La Liga for the statement aba na make us say bia for buafu mo say e dey La Liga for amaye no ya arrangement be bia wie tie La Liga for se game no nyama so e wo US Madrid Real Madrid pressure Florentino Perez mumbo say my papa no what should I say yes or to me pressure pa company for no so afedie almost afedie o matiasie place ni more pressure Real Madrid more pressure. Now statements came in Spanish and of course Maya tries to make translate it at the amount and this is what I got from the translation. La Liga reports that following discussions with the promoter of the official La Liga match in Miami, the latter has announced its decision to cancel the event due to the uncertainty surrounding Spain in recent weeks. La Liga deeply regrets that this project, which represented a historic and unparalleled opportunity for internationalization of Spanish football, cannot go ahead. Hosting an official match outside our borders would have been a decisive step in a global expansion of our competition, strengthening the international presence of the clubs, the positioning of the players, the brand of the Spanish football in a strategic market like the United States. The project fully complied with federal regulations and did not affect the integrity of the competition, as confirmed by the competent institutions that oversee its implementation, which were opposed for other reasons. In a context of increasing global competitiveness, where leagues like Premier League and competitions like UEFA Champions League continue to increase their rich revenue generating capacity, initiatives like this are essential to ensuring the sustainability and growth of Spanish football. Foregoing these types of opportunities hampers the generation of new revenue, limits the club's ability to invest and compete, and reduces the international reach of the entire Spanish football ecosystem. Finally, La Liga would like to thank the clubs for their willingness and collaboration in this project, as well as their ongoing commitment to the growth of the competition. We will continue working as always to bring Spanish football to all corners of the world, championing an open, modern, and competitive vision that benefits clubs, players, and fans. Liga no, bibi ntimi bibi betimi bibi. Enti La Liga no, and someone more can say, which basically, especially the paragraph saying phone. Talks about sending be competitive because UEFA Champions League sika de bas English Premiership sika omunya into almost so try find ways e sika e de abra Spanish La Liga nti se bi enya puapayo na bom ja omuye no da Barcelona ne club in fact clubs in Barcelona be already da omase baba ne sa ama so nti for breaking away ho ni La Liga for no Madrid ne players association press om de ama no Wegwan. Well, still with the La Liga, I am hearing say Refi Albedi El Clasico ni penyi foguswa omo etu huntonto Matthew Busquets Martin Edin Mate Sanchez Martinez Edin Soto Grado Martin Edin and say in penyi fonuguso share a finding solution to who will officiate the game. Well, anyway, and I am someone and also a PFE who banana. Well, let's move on fast. Kefran Turam is saying on a best players be pre abobo nebum and pre and I can say the current best players in the world Kylian Mbappe and second goes to Ousmane Dembele. So number 1 is Kylian Mbappe, second Ousmane Dembele. And according to Kefram Turam, and also no Onistro Bia or Santiago Benabaus or Bebo no Srosene Papa Abobo Hoda Nina Munina Bobo incident so dabi. They are going to the game, they are going to prepare. It's just a normal game and no more quakobo and no and somewhere on also air canams Kaish Ujafo sa. Anyway, na maminko Barcelona na yankobon komo kakra and ne Barca ashe ensia 6-1 against Olympiacos. 6-1 against Olympiacos. And yeah stories na edi afrafra sa nti no watia sia kakra some time no book off obi se call for. Well, Barcelona won by 6 goals to 1. A lot of controversial incidences here and Hesi red card on the man dear ebe refi abba. Unless I'm going to see a different angle, which I'm yet to see. If I see a different angle and it speaks of other opinion, of course I'll come and have a conversation about it. But from what I saw, abba ebe refi ebe nah dabi wait there entry what I say hadwin bene Coachito Hansa Flick wabo adwuma and then no prepared team no hwehwe so be ye team ni ye na obi nkopra na ebrebi enkobre place bi nkopre na afi classic no better say bia we on mo bia na say we interne hoja session in post obo Jules Konde left back obo Alejandro Baldi obo Eric Garcia and Pauk Basi as the center halves and midfield no Macasado Pedri and Fermin Lopez and of course Joe Lamine Yamal and Marcus Rashford omo nyina and so ejina game ni be meaning say na I expect say nka coach no ebema Ronaldo I start the game, but of course coach decided someone start the game from the bench. I'm just assuming maybe you want him to play in the El Clasico. It's just assumption though. But and then Fermin Lopez wabo hat-trick 7th minutes 39th minutes, 76 minutes. And of course, Lamine Yamal had a penalty. No, Abashe. Marcus Rashford, who is playing very, very well. Wow. Rashford, now saying formula abba brutal. It's also about 2 goals. Barcelona in the name 6 a year. Controversies in the abba, but we know Barcelona far. Marcus Rashford, Nomkobi Sanse. Classico no basu why home boy himself na obo na wie na how well and are expected to perform in the El Clasico game and also a big game no one of those reasons until this side is obeba Barcelona a sad game with because no person have a feel about the El Clasico and so of course say oko no akwa rest and of course focus ni nyina no and so ebeye the classical game and also ebeko so and obi sansa wankasa position ben I would prefer pa because ene ujina 7 10 9 just wankasa position is and also no eya na o prefer wings wo or so wings wo and na ope na mom the coach ne beka se omwo se bia nkobo na manai oni problem bia but ubi san wankasa ono de ne position pa ope eye wings wo and I'm so okay wankasa obeka kire ho say you are improving and will you ask yourself whether you are improving as a player now? And I'll say yes, of course. Or baby son no food say yes, and no crash so or improve us every single day piano or try so be improve our training grounds now day and also our match now on also airborne. So of course it is something is really looking up to it. Well now Alejandro Balde say goals near PMU bebrebe against Olympiacos also hope say sa goals no e be san so PM e was Santiago Bernabeu aha e be minia o question sa goes no Santiago Bernabeu de e be na asamoa anyway Alejandro Balde and someone so e kan no ka Mami France Flick for Mami Papa on the wabu you mom ko bi san say Femi Lopez who win a performance and say no say yes boy the performance or deliver an outstanding performance also Gina bench you know nani GA san say performance na or dani di no a one hat trick and a boy no so a boy san so say ade ba ko pair about Femi Lopez so so dynamic or to me like in the pace he runs into spaces or a very fast on and off the ball into energy boy the performance no ye pa into obo boy na baso ye pa nam ko bi san say classico no o players ni nyina ye bisa o mu na wo na your coach classico no so and also win we ya o manya against Olympiacos no ya de ehia ne sese ya na gi win in ebe ma o confidence abra o ba be prepare for the classico say game way o ma boy we into or kwa catch the players no dressing room say obi anko non ko gina home na fe o mo back to training grounds and be prepare for the classico into game way the year the everyone should go home and have a good rest what I say and also game no kwase me wo say time we start the game no say Barcelona did not start the game well at all also munya difficulties kakra but so say yes o mo sanso ebe mu a results them let's start to say echo or the amount of course when you saw 6-1 no draw fanama me akwada no say amount for a penalty mende or bobo ye game ye pa now draw and I'm saying master when your opportunity no abebo ni bi na one kasani maybe some questions be bree first of all within draw no e your nickname and answer say and also go for be te bi sana ya mufu say e bia ye dim your kofa free baby also ne din ye Pedro na mum ninua ase ni nyanka sankasa na omu enyi no ontimi mbo word Pedro no nti de bia ase draw na akawo and also sanso ba Barcelona La Masia ne mu no na players makoma yensa omu nyina de Pedro mu din de Pedro nti ontimi sanso yusu saadi no eno nti eno decide say draw no ana ono so ebe fa no so okay game na wo bono asam ben Hans Flick e ka kire wa na e wo so wo ye ne saade ne e wo park no so eno Hans Flick e ka kire ne say on Trumika without the ball on ye jumaden or say on sacrifice and on impress ye pass on and off the pitch of the ball or person who say draw no ye jum also say and Hans Flick e catch no nto no o Trumika na o pressing nyina no say instructions are Hansi a catcher no and yes okay yate classico no so e ba so o players no be dry ye bisa no and I say look onya classico na so o strong desire say or person start a classico, no best start a classico, them master. Go sit down. Obia your fate, I could eat. Man, no Kobobi. Now Kobobi, this is like what's first one, a coach and a can some saying, and I have to be bold enough to do that. Femi Lopez, NJ, man of the match. Femi Lopez, after winning the man of the match, and I'll say, of you, sir. Game way a good results or expected team to deliver such a performance was Santiago Bernabeu abra omne Madrid for so ekobo the Clasico demo and also say na feel very very comfortable so gina number 10 that creative hub of the team ono and the airbus position or say eboa e man freedom e man timi ye ne man pepri nti sa position no na ni ji won yie papa and ko bisa no okay boy winning man of the match no wa fa ball no e de ahye wa motum ball no be ne den and also all dressing room now I'm a place obia so person place no bia assign a signature edugun esan say place no and ebua no e ma nya sa hat trick nti enyo no nko was every single member of the team important nti okwa am obia nso assign so enso e de ama no and on say victory be say no na ebua Emma players nanka some confidence abra mo prepare for the El Clasico so we bought Clasico now when you search victory it's me eboa wo ye pa well play yanko Joshua Zexi. I am hearing stories to say West Ham United for a show interest I was Zexi mo let me say West Ham for yi na Zexi or ko akoye den because who free Manchester United Zexi David. I am Wami. Debbie, West Ham, Master. Pay baby for Champions League games. Of course, so and goals Makomako 43 goals, and of course, a Bemu Arsenal their last 7 games against Spanish teams. Oshes, in fact, Sevilla wajim you know 2-1 Baku, 2-0 Baku. Girona G 2-1. Real Madrid edge 2-1 Baku, edge 3-0. Atletico Bilbao edge 2-0 Baku. Atletico Madrid edge 4-0. Master. Then just Arsenal for the Spanish teams are Oto. Barcelona na yenye hu ye their last 7 games omunye nhia Barca. Na mi bisa wo. Omu hia Barca ometimi aye Barca to say de omode aye Spanish clubs na because Madrid home and away eka ho bi. Inti say okọ Arsenal abehwe omo ju o many brutal on so mo na ye masters no omo shanko for left right center anyway we're talking about that game honestly Arsenal for and goals na eba show because first half no na it was a balanced difficult game kakra what I say but Martinelli go now Shane and Arsenal and Casanwa boys no say Arsenal with team omo ball out me say we su papa na bench no kra no master David Raya Dago and Jurgen Timber who is gradually cementing that right back position and the left back obo Luis Kelly Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba double in fact as the 2 center halves midfield Martin Zubimendi Declan Rice, Eberechi Eze, Gabriel Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, Gyökeres up front. Master, what a team! Hey. Now they just imagine saying Gabriel Magalhaes a free. Now Mosquera ba, na no guard ba beyi Martin Zubimendi. You can imagine. And Arsenal, free kicks, no corner kicks, so dear. On be show hey, wait. One team show open player or the best corner kick. What a team! They are playing well. I just upset and got team for so. So and then Gabriel Magalhaes on the 57th minute scored. Martinelli on the 64th minute and Victor Gyökeres and so she 2 quick goals. 67th back when them say 69 for 70 more back. And say Arsenal. Wow. Oh, they are doing very, very well. And they say there was Arsenal no mind with me share and let's go Madrid by 4-1. Nature say why are they and let me take this opportunity to make fun Shempreko. Barcelona, we've already mentioned almost 6-1 against Olympiacos and the Kairat and the Paphos. Kairat for Mason. Paphos with the red card early in the game. Wins me and show me a goalless draw. Arsenal SF4 and let's go Madrid ain't me auntie. And then PSG. Oh, adiamudia ye by Leverkusen no when susu ye ni musemu ni mbone bo e de chen wo mo na mum o ma anya de. When you say PSG akwa she by Leverkusen 7-2 e wo no afiu. Wa she ne 7-2. William Pacho ebo goal. Desire Doi ebo 2 goals. Kivicha Karaskale shebi. Nuno Mendes eshebi. Ballon d'Or Ousmane Dembele eshebi. And one crab himself Vitinha. And so eshebi. Na adena moyesa. Huh? Today we have Sisha Unia. And the Alex Garcia the boss had 2 goals in the Bayer Leverkusen. Shen is 7-2. I won 1 fee. Maza. Kofono omo ahye timu. And now Dortmund so akosho Copenhagen by 4 goals to 2. Newcastle ashe Benfica by 3 goals to 0. Wow, I love that. And just says so there, senior man. Newcastle are born a 3-0 uja for the new swing in Chino. And izu. Inti have he bounced about 2 goals Anthony Gordon. And so Eddie Barco can just say Ayaka PSV eshe Napoli 6-2. And then me watching and the results ni why is strange pow. Because I'm like, Napoli na wedding can about first goal. Na PSG for no about 6-2. Said then how? Napoli pa. Hey, Antonio Conte. She said, "Oniamayo 6-2 the annual and now no lose to Torino by 1-0. And once I lose into a lose what was you know. The next game or Sniffy any Inter Milan abo. Maza, Monsi say Oniamayo. Yo, Inter na mi born in Wakose Union 4-0 and Manchester City. And then before the game, you catch up say Ombe na Rodri, Rodri na obo board ma Villarreal and San Okwa Atletico Madrid. In fact, ATM to Villarreal to Atletico Madrid. Intina was some anano and now no be out chain a Ballon d'Or no. Inti ene omo ye bibia kama edemano. Game no die of course ye the best share so chumo time. Manchester City and again who else? Why Bio Ellen Haaland. They said here. Haaland the ball first goal, and there I love the first goal. The movements, you know, now a fantastic. And Bernardo Silva at the back account. And to say Haaland had 18 goals in his last 14 games for Manchester City. Now, what can be a bomususwa? They say we reach 24 goals all competition, club and country, and away crown. And they say we shot 12 consecutive goals. Masa, I like joke. Or swap performance in a power. What's a player? Anyway, enti ano ensamu so APF hoba wonim say Harry Maguire the Martin say style no ano Manchester United enhye danfa offer kese bia mfa ma say nkomone de omu debate set documents ye de amao go and study and come and sign in yanko but though yes nkomone de ekoso behind the scenes pa. Now talking about Manchester United, Lisandro Martinez the Martinez empenyufo any boy no akasa akwechire say die almost some case onyabuche yemamu atreni aso penintama dia bamate say possibly next week there boy ni betimi atreni Jimmy Carragher so ono Liverpool ni nanso Charlie Kwan Arsenal for bofa so ebom corner kicks ni set piece or say che say uyam kra be show Arsenal nya set pieces a uyam timi show say kofu ya shego ai Arsenal set pieces there and I don't know maybe catch us a Pini Zahavi Asia Laporta na say meeting anya Lewandowski meeting into a meeting ben well what I've been told no say akwadana oba winger akwada bi na mrembe maybe boni di Imbrama Tunkara yes boy no bobo brutal say uja for Pini Zahavi akwada no no nti eja na Barcelona for no catch ehye ne boss e ma boy ni nko bebia na say in fact omo Agrimpa at the man into a much development parts in Yanti and no and papa no ja okoko hweye say Marinakis Obre owner of Nottingham Forest and I know Chelsea football on a 3 or deal before Pam the coach Barcelona asanso ahye ne team baako send the team baako so ni Olympiacos and Barcelona asanso ahye na ahye 6-1 Utimu say die ujafu ebre se nipa bre o wiase na no so ebre unim se na Barcelona fo ebo no na players ni bie prepare Dani Olmo Rafinha ene Fran mo moti wono hwe omosoro Lami Yama Chocho Mucho no Niki Nicole and now also what's a job anything. Now make Barcelona and some squad of Barcelona feel day, you know. You say in the history of Barcelona, where the third youngest player, in fact, third youngest squad, Barcelona a day above Champions League. Yes, the first one, you know, 2002, Barcelona versus Club Brugge. Now age, you know, 22 years. 362 days average age. Second, December 2011, Abrana Barcelona and Bate Borisov Ebo average age 23 years, 93 days. And Afidie 23 years, 214 days average. When I just say, because Rashford Crown Bobby Rashford should be around 27. To say Omwanka age no crabit me above from cratching. Say and nessen you see a wound no. Wow. Well, make up players some year young and some the youngest player to reach 25 appearances in the Champions League. Youngest player to reach 25 appearances in the Champions League. Well, let me even expand it and say and add the rest of the list to you, because Lamine Yamal say or the youngest star will reach 25 Champions League appearances at age 18 and number of days 100. While Zaire Emery onya 19 years 32 days, and of course also it's means 25 appearance, you know. Sheikh Fabregas 19 years 292 days. Anderson Oliveira and also 19 years. Boan Kekic 20 years 32 days. And of course they say nature say Lamine Yamal and so enya saade ni bia job anything. Na you say who he Mbappe any Julian Alvarez everywhere. Play BA anywhere our Spanish La Liga anymore in all competitions. Okuta goal involvement a chain. Marcus Rashford. It is a wee Mbappe goal involvement around 17, and of course Julian Alvarez and so a 10. Say Marcus Rashford adding it drew 9, 5 goals, 4 assists. Say the moja shopa na Marcus Rashford Eddie Bobo no. Master say aben amano pa brutal. Inti all do juma brutal. Anyway, and also and someone also appear few hoba share. And then said that Danny Caballero so reply Javier Tabas. We cry before na Omobabeka say game no more postponed. You say hello Tabas. Breaking the law is a distortion of the competition. You can say whatever you want about the video clips on Real Madrid's channel, but you cannot ignore the fact that what is mentioned above violates the rules. It is a way when you na the pressure to Javier Tabas so ama say kura a dream ka kwakura kusie bomu say den Liverpool squad to kwan akobo Frankfurt no say ana slots squad ekonie Gomez Bekobi Endo Matisse Waye Fit Bekobi Vio Van Dijk Konate Milos Kekes Florian Wirtz Dominic Szoboszlai Alexander Isak McAllister Salah Conor Bradley Federico Chiesa Keris Jones Cody Capo Hugo Ekitike Mamandashvili Robertson Freddie Woodman Jeremy Frimpong and Ngomuha and Miskew. Where a place and paying for so atoms that they are from. Of course, they are heading to Frankfurt to have their game there played. Meanwhile, say Barcelona no a season way the winner man of the match awards don't drop Lamine Yamal winner 5. The Otosumi no Femi Lopez on also Ekuta 2 and Marcus Rashford, Eric Garcia and Pedri almost Ekuta 1 for no dorsum. And see and no arrangement so far, and also Eba Mendiliba, coach of Olympiacos, say, let me quote him, the results. The final result of 6-1 will go down in history. But whoever sees it without witnessing what actually happened will not know the true picture of what took place. But when I just again way a historic name. Wow, one should be who the true picture. No person just say in some way CC Pama Barcelona first foul, so it's me almost 6-1. No, I call me de passion brutal. Hey, Mandeliba, as some new run brutal. Now anything, some Anyway, let's move on. Here stories not fast. Paul Merson say Manchester City say my pick FOMO said then you send you musi AJG almost was still Manchester City level no omunye ndruwa yet. Cra. Omunye ndruwa kra. Meanwhile, Dean Howson and Kobe Sansa Master Classico ni pese ye ube Bobby. And answer wu Mobi Madrid fans then are you worried? We want to know and we are going to tell them about the situation. If you tell us say you are going to play, of course the Madrid fans will be happy. And I'll say ono onim so bebo and answer ombo also onim pa. But I'll say on can jobia or say a surprise. Maza Obeka can you the also well talking about that no and then Real Madrid training training because I may bought the players are a training ya the usuals na yinimwa name one training Danny Caballal. In fact, sorry, Danny Caballal, Trent Alexander-Arnold omunyine training what I say except for the long termers what I say, but basically omo back what I say I'll prepare for the Juventus game. Then after the Juventus game we'll see what will happen. Del Piero say you be 2026 season you know na player what European golden boots Kylian Mbappe we according to legendary Alejandro Del Piero what I say on a statement on also Eddie Abba and Zoman risk and Kobe and say Josh a champion say I could a performance saying or say Josh the way to me can say are you happy at the match or Josh said I'm saying born or Bobby or saying yes this now saying crash some crown or can previous years boy an opportunity when you know or taking it serious upon so far or you're very happy with Josh a champion performance on also Edanidi and I'm so okay tossing a derabia yo players ni bi tabo na baso say leaders say what team no tossing e can be and also tossing or yakwada do we be 28 years name still on one feel say tossing yakwada what you say it's say boy no the kind of leadership anyhow behave around nkwada na say e man ni ji hu ye pa or show proper leadership skills ye pa nam se kai uja for coach Ebu Abaso di amu weninjie Premier League player of match week 8 player of match week 8 Erling Haaland, Reece James, Junior Krupi, Harry Maguire, Philip Mateta, Nudi Mukwele, Pedro Neto and Bukayo Saka. Why and I want to abadiaman on a wine ususu say week 8 or ball pa yay. That's a time in the cool. But you wait ya menasu almost say yenjina na yen sound for the rest because stories then they send them stories to doors on pa no. Me pacho your next story ever video. Next one coming up.